Welcome to PrintHaus. Generate your own building, then print it as a model. Today, a garage. Step 1. Floors. A garage needs just one, so we drop to a single level. Step 2. The floor plan. We pick a rectangle and make it long and narrow, 4.5 by 10 meters. Step 3. The roof. For a garage, a shed roof, one gentle slope, set to 5 degrees, draining to the back. Step 4 divides the inside. A single interior wall makes a small back room with a doorway through it. Step 5. The openings, where it really comes alive. We place a row of windows along the walls. Each one gets glazing bars, one across, one down, for that classic mullioned look. Click a window onto a wall, or click a dimension to set its exact position. Type the spacing you want, and it snaps right into place. No measuring, no guesswork. We line up 5 windows down the long sides, evenly spaced. The app keeps every part printable, safe gaps to the corners and the ceiling, automatically. Next, a side door, single leaf, dropped straight into the wall. The doorway through the inner wall is just a cutout. Set its width and height, and it's done. Now the star, the garage door. We switch it to double leaf and widen it to 3.5 meters. And since it sits on the ground floor, we can add a drive-up ramp in front. There's the whole garage, door, side entrance, and windows all round. X-ray lets you look right inside and check that everything fits. We leave the windows as open frames, so the printed parts click in without glass. Last step, export. We choose the scale, 1:87 model railway size. One click, and PrintHaus splits the garage into ready-to-print parts and packs them up. Here's every part laid out flat: walls, roof, floor, and frames ready for the printer. A few hours of printing later, all the parts are ready. The window frames just press into the cutouts, no glue. They're printed to click together. One by one, every opening gets its frame. Then the walls join up on the floor, corner by corner. The inner wall drops in, and the body of the garage is finished. Last of all, the red roof sets right on top. Your own garage, generated in minutes, printed in your hands. Back it on Kickstarter at printhaus.app.